This is a bad game. This game's pretty neato, but
I'm just gonna say we might as well get into our final thoughts now because we just got like an ending cutscene to watch, I suppose.
It's just okay.
Well,
it's just okay.
I mean, I guess I'll get mine out of the way first, but like I don't. Obviously, everybody on this channel knows that Ethan doesn't really get Sonic games. I don't really get it. I won't say that they're bad or anything. I haven't really played any of these games before. I played Sonic Adventure 1, and that's the only... Oh, and I played 10... There's that abomination again on the left. That's the guy I was talking to about.
It's the gecko from King Julian's Crown.
To make that guy the thumbnail of this episode.
Yeah, not the giant final boss we just killed. We're gonna make it the random guy. I think his name is Lin, or Lean.
Oh, then make him...
Look at the texture quality.
Make him a thumbnail of one of the episodes at least. I don't get Sonic games. But just from watching it, not paying attention to the story at all.
Oh, it is a fucking surprise.
The graphics and environments are very pleasing and nice, and the style back and forth between jumping around in the chilled out night scenes and then fast daytime scenes. Oh.
You're annoyed at the comedy, the attempt at comedy.
Oh
yeah.
It's just like, no, I'm not annoyed. It's funny.
This
game of all the Sonic games that we've played on this show, this one I'd say looks like my favorite. It looks pretty cool.
Okay.
It's simply a miracle.
It was enjoying to watch.
By a miracle.
Well, good news for you is you can play it on your PC.
The good news is that I promise I'm never going to play it.
Oh, it is a fucking surprise.
It's like when we played Star Fox and we said, "Hey Fred, what do you think of this? Would you ever consider playing that?" And he's like, "Absolutely not."
Just the same as light.
Yeah.
It may be that the darkness has not been destroyed.
Oh, it's Aladdin.
Laid to rest. It grows strong over the eons, rises up, then is put to slumber by the light.
And look, there's
Oh wait, hold on.
I think I can't remember, but I think one of the characters might actually be named or Mahmoud or something. They're all Arabic names.
Oh, what was that in the back?
What was what?
Whoa, did you see that back there? Something like flew out of the, like there was a character that flew out of the frame.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I thought you were gonna make a Gramps edit request.
No. I swear I saw something back there, and if it's not, you can happily edit an Ethan Wrong moment, but I swear I saw something. Alright. Alonzo, what are your thoughts?
Oh god. It's an okay game. I mean, like I said, I think the Werehog really brings it down, and then the whole hub world, it just adds more time to it. I don't care for Chip. The story is too serious and yet too silly at the same time.
I don't really agree with that, but go on.
Too silly too? What do you mean? And look, they're trying to do all this right now.
I do think that there are some parts where tonally it's kind of veering into little kid territory, but yeah.
Chip is the whole... Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Hate Chip. He adds nothing to this game. What else? Oh yeah, we don't have any other Sonic characters because they were afraid after Sonic 06, so we only get Tails and Amy.
Yeah.
And we could have had Knuckles, Shadow, and everybody else, but no.
What would they have done in the story?
Anything, and this whole story, yeah. I mean, we could have replaced Chip, probably. And not have him in here, but yeah, no, I think it does what it does well. Which in the day stages, the Werehog is passable. I just think, yeah, if I were to say like it's okay, I think it's a little bit above like average at 5.
Clipped through him again.
I'd say like 6 out of 10 or something. I don't have overall a lot of love, but I can see like why people would like it.
Yeah.
Because this was introduction to the boost mechanic. And I think they get a lot better with it in the later games, especially like in Sonic Colors.
Part of the earth
Yeah, Colors and Generations was made by the same team, and you can really see the refinement. Just, because they were directed and developed by the same team. And by the way, that ring he's wearing, that bracelet, never comes back.
Yep.
Like, they're implying he's gonna wear that forever, but he doesn't. That was like Chip's little choker that he was wearing. It's like a parting memento. Yeah.
Oh, here's the song again.
For me. Yeah, so for whatever reason, the song just isn't on streaming because Sega's too cheap to pay the licensing fees or something. So they had, I think you said earlier in the playthrough that they had to get someone else to cover it for them so that they could play it at Sonic Symphony. Regardless. Yeah, I mean, this, I would say, I totally see where you're coming from. Personally, I can't really say that the Werehog stuff belongs in this game, because it just transparently does not. Like, if they wanted to make a ground-up spin-off Sonic game where you play as Knuckles and beat the crap out of people, that would probably be fine. But the fact that they're both in the same game does create some kind of whiplash, so if you're only here for the Sonic stuff, which was, I would say, well-received at the time, even by critics, because it was like a new start in this whole thing, and that's why they went with that game's playstyle going forward, because usually Sonic Team has a problem where they take way too long to react to criticism, and by the time they do, people have turned around on whatever they were complained about, or more voices are being... So, like, that was the problem with the 4Kids cast, is people were complaining about them. So, like, by the time they replaced them with the Studiopolis cast, people had... Gen Zers had grown up with Jason Griffith as Sonic and only known him for that. And now then they start complaining about Roger, and then that cycle goes on. So... Anyway, this game... We only played the good parts of the game. We did not play the parts of the game I despise, which are the DLC levels and the optional acts, and some of the missions.
The optional what?
There are optional levels that you can play as well, like bonus levels, and maybe we can come back and do those some other time, because there did seem to be some interest in me playing the DLC, but I don't know. Like, right now I feel like there's a bunch of stuff we want to play, so we'll probably move on for the time being. But if you just stick to the golden path in this game and just play the main levels, there's really not much objectionable to it, in my opinion, aside from that final boss being a pain in the ass, and aside from that final level being way too much for its own good. Like, I think when Clement played this game, he made the point of, like, this could, after Sonic 06 flopped, this could have very well been the last game in the series. Well, I guess it wasn't a commercial flop. It did well enough that there was like a silver greatest hits version on Xbox 360, so, but like the reputation was in the shitter, so this was kind of like their opportunity to fix that, and could very well have been the last game. So like that was why they may have gone all out with that Eggman Land level. I just think you could have split that into 2 levels, a day and a night level, and it would have been fine. Nobody would have complained. It would have worked better S-rank wise, because like that level sucks because you're doing all those meticulous finishers on all the Eggman robots, and then you switch to Sonic and then you just die immediately and all those points are gone. I hate that. Yeah. Bosses are okay, generally speaking. Like, I do think this game cleaned up well in the recomp. People would always say, like, oh, it's the best looking Sonic game, it's the last time they've had a budget. Because, like, going forward, especially after Sonic Boom flopped, like, you could tell that Forces and Frontiers and even the Shadow game we played are pretty budgeted. Like, they had to reuse a bunch of assets and recolor them. That's why the Metal Sonic boss in Shadow Generations looks weird. It doesn't look like Final Fortress. It's because they recycled chemical plant assets and painted them red. Because they still don't have a budget for these fucking games after all these time because of Rise of Lyric. This was like one of the last games where they had like a full budget for it, and you could tell that they spent it well. I mean, I can tell
Rise of Lyric was that bad of a flop. They're that cheap now.
Because like the thing about the so-called Dark Age, which is like from Shadow the Hedgehog up until Sonic Colors, is generally the agreed upon frame. And like this game's in there, but it was I think if it wasn't for the Werehog, it probably would have signaled the start of a newer era.
Yeah.
But I know, I forget what like the Dark Age stuff is. Apparently those games were still selling well somehow, because like little kids don't care about what IGN thinks of the latest Sonic game. They're just gonna buy it because they like Sonic. Whereas with Sonic Boom, they put a lot of money into that, into like creating this new side project for the series, and the TV show didn't really do that well. The games didn't sell, and then like after that, it was hard for them to find. Like they slashed the budget on like the main series going forward, and it was only with Frontiers where they started to make some money again. So that's why Forces was like a $40 budget game when it came out. But you know, regardless, like you can clearly see all the production value. The soundtrack's great, and they use real instruments, except in those quote-unquote orchestral tracks for the final boss. I think the level design for the main levels is generally pretty good. Like, I think the Werehog levels have like a good mix of puzzles and platforming, and they're good about changing it up before either of those pillars get boring. I would have liked them to have cleaned up the design for some of these hub worlds so it's easier to find the levels. I shouldn't have to look around for 5 minutes to figure out where they are. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's a good game. Alonzo, you said a 6 out of 10. I'd give it like a 7.5.
Oh, it's still
Pretty
a good
solid.
game. A 5 is like average, so it's not doing anything exceptional. So I'm saying it's doing a little bit more than above average.
Yeah. For
7,
me, it's
I feel like it'd be. I think you're doing a lot more well, but that's just me.
I know that there's always been some contention with me judging video games as a 100% experience and less any percent. It's like, now that I've done pretty much all of the 100% for this stuff, I have no desire to do any of that crap again, because apart from maybe the medals. Because the S ranks for some of the later levels are a pain in the ass. The DLC levels all suck, or for the most part. The optional acts feel like unfinished levels that didn't make it into the main story, so they had to kind of throw together what they had. And wait, those were 2 different guys? I guess they're brothers, but I literally
twins,
thought that
maybe?
was the same guy this whole time. But regardless, yeah, I mean, it's a good game. Not my favorite Sonic game. I do understand why the Zoomers love it so much, because there is a lot of production value. There's an epic scale to the story.
Is there a post-credit scene?
Oh, that Media.Vision, they made Wild Arms. I don't know why they're working on this. But, yeah. So, like I said, we might come back. We might do the other levels. Alonzo still has to do the PS2 version, apparently.
We'll do it next summer.
But, yeah, I think we'll probably move on to some other stuff for now, because this series wasn't as successful as we were maybe envisioning, but
everybody asked
it is.
for it, and... Yeah.
All right, I really need to wrap it up, guys. Is there a post-credit scene?
I don't think so. You can go now if you need to. Just make sure to save your audio and send it to me.
I love you all. Have a good day.
And then it was just me and Mikey to look at the credits.
It's like that time you got left alone and you had to try to commentate by yourself.
Oh, yeah. It's like, what are you talking about right here?
Yeah, we dubbed in ourselves after the fact to make you look crazy. Yeah,
that was fun.
I don't know, like, so folks in the chat, what Sonic game do you want to see us do next? Some things that you have to look forward to. We've talked with Eric about doing a 4-player Super Mario 3D World for the show, because that game has online. Oh, those were all different guys too.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh shit, okay.
And yeah, so we're gonna do that. Eric and I are gonna be doing some other stuff on Z-Bros as well. Like, we already recorded some more Mr. Bones, and that sure went well. I'll tell you that.
Mr. Bones. Everybody loves a Mr. Bone. If you're a Mr. Bones fan, does that make you a boner?
I knew you were gonna say it, and I still laughed. Do we have any boners in the chat? What was good. So was the PS2 version like the one you grew up with? Is that why you want to do it on the show?
No, I just did because I played the Xbox version.
Okay, but why do you want to do the PS2 and not the Wii when the Wii is transparently better?
Just because it's annoying you, and I feel like if we just play the best version, that'd be something we expected. But I want to see if we play a lesser version of what we want to see what kind of weird stuff or what difference. Because everybody's gonna play the better version, probably the Wii, if we put it out there. I think it'd just be cool to see a worse version of it. You know what I'm saying? Since it's going a little bit going against the grain, and just kind of like see. And I think it's just easier for me to emulate it since I got the PS2 emulator all set up. I mean, my PS2 set up.
You're
I
speaking
already
as
have it
though
working and all that. So
you're speaking as though Dolphin isn't one of the most user-friendly and well-known emulators ever.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think I just don't want to own the Wii U because it's also got that weird the gamepad stuff. I don't know how it does that.
Okay, well, the Sonic Unleashed on the Wii does not use the gamepad.
Oh, no, that's right. We're not Wii U. I'm thinking Wii U for some reason. I forgot that.
I mean, you can play it with the GameCube controller. You can play it with the classic controller, and you don't have to do any motion controls in those.
Yeah. Nah, we'll do the PS2 version. I was thinking, yeah, why not? Because I thought it'd be fun to do the PS2 version rather than the Wii.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have much left to say about this video game. I guess people have been asking me, oh, is it as good or bad? Have your opinions changed? And I don't know, I guess the difference this time is I wasn't doing 100% for it. And I guess I enjoyed that more, but it's like, I haven't forgotten those other levels, guys.
Yeah.
And I still, you will never convince me that Dark Gaia is a good boss.
It's not.
I can see it being epic, but I hate the design of the creature itself. I hate how it keeps bouncing back and forth between different play styles and stuff. As for the rest of the game, still like the Werehog stuff just fine, and I guess the day levels are fine as a first crack at a gameplay style that would, be developed more later on.
Right.
But regardless, that was Sonic Unleashed. Thank you all for joining us today, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.